Here we go.
Now, honestly, I was not. Lucas Heuer was not on my predictions for getting pole, but I mean, he proved me wrong. He proved all of us wrong, I believe.
He did. Now, it's all about race starts for Henry Becerra, so we're really gonna see what he's made of here in a second, and how he's gonna do good here. And we're 5 lights away from going green here, and lights are out. Let's go racing. And the strategies are already up in turn 1. And Henry had a really bad start. I thought that was Henry right there. Losing a handful of positions already. Not the dream start for Henry.
And did Josh get spun? Josh has no wing damage, but he might have been spun right there.
A collision. Oh, yeah, Josh is... Yeah, I think he was, because he's loose as heck right there. And it might have been between him and the Alpine.
17.
So yeah, he falls back quite a bit. Not the ideal start for Josh Sanchez. And the Mercedes is already trying to... My bad?
Is Carter Brown trying to go for an overtake? Carter Brown might be trying to overtake Henry Becerra here. I'm not too certain. No, he won't do it here. Anthony Yanis tries to overtake his own teammate here, and he does it.
And Anthony's been struggling, but he's finally finding that pace again. There we go. Now, we've got both the Ferraris running together, both the Haas's and both the Mercedes running together. So it's like a little mini constructor battle there. As Carter Brown tries to get back around his teammate, Anthony Yanis isn't going to let him. So there they go. Now my biggest concern, as we see Kimmy get up to 9th now. Josh Sanchez
and Josh in the pit. Oh no. Josh had no wing damage. What happened?
Well, I guess gonna
Josh is just
tires.
gonna go for a different strategy here. I guess just something bad happened for him and he has to go for it now. That's weird. I think Josh Butler, the other Aston Martin, just got in the... Yeah, Josh Butler hit his wing.
Wait, is that what he said in the snap?
No. Oh no, Josh Sanchez has an orange rear wing, so he can't drive at all. He can't take corners well or anything. So Josh's race is out.
Oh man,
and Josh says he got spun by a Red Bull. So Josh thinks this. Josh says he didn't have enough space and he was spun by a Red Bull. So that is maybe concerning for either Red Bull right there. I don't know if it'll be penalized. I mean, it's the start of a race, so it's very... A lot goes on up there. Oh,
Isaac with the 3-second time penalty to make McLaren even more. Oh my goodness.
So this has not been a start for McLaren that they were wanting. Josh maybe gonna have to retire mid-race now because of that rear wing damage. And now you have Isaac, who's got a 3-second. So I mean, this is just not going great for him. I mean.
And the worst part for Josh is coming off of a race win too, and the constructor battle between McLarens and the Red Bulls. It's really too early to lose, you know.
And I was just looking at it. I believe if Lucas or Henry win this race, they get all 25 points, and Josh does not finish this race, and he doesn't.
And he'll retire.
I mean, he had to retire. So what that means is, if Lucas or Henry get P1 here, they take Josh in the championship lead. And you know, that's just not what Josh wanted, but a few laps in now it's already over for him. Now here's Brennan overtaking Lucas Heuer, so Brennan's now leading the race. And I'm telling you, that's a major DRS train all the way from P7 to P1. Everyone's all close together. You have it pretty close between the Williams Devin, Hugo, and PC, the other V-Carb driver, who's now in points. Now, Morgan Wilbanks hasn't had the best time, I don't believe. Morgan's been struggling for Mercedes this time. But I'm gonna be honest, I think Isaac's kept that distance between Henry pretty well. I don't think Henry's gained too much time on Isaac. I think Isaac's keeping it, but that 3 seconds still hurts him. But he's doing everything that he can in his power to keep it.
Oh, and it was contact with Henry Becerra that messed up Josh's race.
Oh.
I don't think that's going to be a penalty because Josh just went kind of off track there, and I think Henry could argue that. However, that is what ruined Josh's race.
It looks like a racing incident. I mean, it's the very start of it. It doesn't look intentional by any means, and it wasn't like Henry was up there in front of Josh technically.
For sure, yeah. Henry held his line, so that's not gonna be a penalized. But also at the same time, it's a league, and Josh and Henry are good friends. I don't think Josh would report Henry.
No, unless it was like a champion, like a last 2 races then for a championship. But this race is not even halfway through yet, so. But now Isaac on his back today by himself, and I believe the one time Isaac raced by himself, he got the race one, if I'm correct.
He did, so it could happen. However, I don't know, man. This is his best track, and the last time it was one of his best tracks. But he has that 3-second time penalty he has to deal with as well, so that really could mess up what could have been a good day for Isaac Escobar. But he sits P4 still, and he's staying up with the leaders, and he's around Henry, but I don't know if Henry's able to get up there and do anything, so it's really going to come down to it. And ooh, we got a battle. By the way, I love seeing the Aston Martin up here.
Aston Martin, though, kind of pushing Isaac out with that rear wheel. I'm trying to see what's going to be close. PC and Devin are currently fighting for that P9 spot. Hugo's not too far behind. Joshua Weekly, I just realized, out of this race now. P16, I don't know what happened with him. And this kick car is just so far back. I don't know if this kick's really going to have any sort of hope to
into the turn, or into the front straightaway contact, and the Racing Bulls into the wall. That'd be PC with wing damage now after,
ooh.
I don't know who it was trying to send it in, but yeah, really big contact. That's half the front wing gone right there, and that's gonna make it easy for Devin to get around him. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
And both Haas's with
I think the Racing Bulls tried to dive bomb there, and then just came off the front.
And Aston Martin and Brennan kind of fighting right now. And Brennan goes off track. He comes back on. The Aston Martin gets in front of Brennan now.
Here comes.
And then same with Isaac.
Isaac's gonna be kind of sandwiched there, forced off track, but Isaac's fighting for that position. It looks like no, he's not. He's gonna get back in the line. That's the smartest thing you can do. Meanwhile, we kind of have a battle between the Ferraris, as Anthony Yanis with DRS here, riding along on board. Here's Anthony Yanis. Can he get the pass really cleanly? And Anthony Yanis is going to get around his teammate with the help of DRS there. Carter Brown's going to fall back a bit there, and Harper Shock, a.k.a. Brennan Daniel, fighting with the Aston Martin. Really good job by the Aston Martin, giving him some room there.
Now, P10 through P12 is kind of the interesting battle here, and here's PC pitting. He's going to get those wings. Don't really know what he can do here. 35 laps, and I mean, there's definitely a lot of time left, but having to get your wing repaired at this point, and it's pretty rough. It's not where you want to be.
Not at all where you want to be.
Isaac's caught up to first now. Didn't Isaac's one race win come when Josh wasn't even able to show up?
It did, yeah, at Mimola.
Now, the thing, though, that is holding Isaac back is this 3-second penalty, because even though, for example, he might be at P2, but with that 3-second, it puts him back a few positions.
A big move by Isaac Escobar for P1. Man, you gotta love seeing Isaac. Really aggressive driver, and he doesn't qualify as well as he races. And boom, up to first, looking to lead his first lap of the race right here. But, oh yeah, and because of where he got the overtake, he did get the DRS too, which is gonna help him pull away a little bit. And bada bing, bada boom, there we go. Isaac Escobar up to the lead, and Carter Brown, I don't know why he got a penalty. What did he do?
Today.
Yeah, there's a lot of places you can corner cut.
Henry was in the pinch. Oh no, did Henry get wing damage here? He does have wing damage.
He has wing damage. That's going to mess him up bad. No, wait. He does, but he's not getting it repaired.
What happened?
No, he has wing damage.
On that left side.
But he's not going to get it repaired.
I'm
questioning that.
I think he did want it to get repaired, and they didn't repair it for him, so Now
Which
that throws
also,
him back really far.
now I feel like Henry being Henry, he's going to stay out on it until next time he pits because it's too risky to go again, right?
Yeah, you just kind of have to deal with you can't really do much. And here's Morgan Wilbanks, who's been quiet today. Really haven't seen much of him come out of the pits also.
He was up in the top 10 there. I can't help but wonder what happened to him either because he just really fell back. But now Mercedes teammate looking to do it. And remember, we've got a battle between the Aston Martin and the Mercedes for championship points. And guess what? Aston Martin in front of Mercedes for P6.
Oh, and now, oh my gosh, it's fallen horribly for
Brennan
Red Bull
Daniels,
here.
Isaac Escobar's gonna love to see that. And it was a double stack, so
His
I
only
think
competition now is Lucas Sarro. And Lucas is the only one in that 3-second range, and Isaac's broken away from that 3 seconds. So I think if Lucas can't make a move here soon, Isaac might have the control over this race. But you have both Ferraris who, yes, one of them has a 3-second penalty, but they're both driving clean. They're together. That's what they want. And the Aston Martin falls all the way back down to P5, but he's kept it pretty good for himself. Kimi Alex P6. And the Red Bulls are P10 and P11. And now Brennan has to still make up a penalty.
Seeing the Ferraris running P3 and P4. You know, I was on call with Anthony Yanis the other day. He said, don't expect much from me at Canada. He's P3 right now.
This might be his second podium. This could be his second podium. And here's Brennan doing a double overtake in the one straight. Now he's up there, but he has that 10-second penalty, which is, I mean, gonna be a race killer right there. And Henry's P11. He still has that wing damage. It's not looking the best for Henry.
6 penalties.
Isaac continues to still dig in that gap by making it 1.6 now. It was at 1.1 before the end of that lap. Anthony and Carter are still working together.
He's got 26 laps to make a 3-second gap. Obviously, there'll be pit stops in there, but that's more than enough time. And that would make you think, honestly, most likely we're gonna see these guys do a one-stop strategy. I think that's gonna be the strategy. Probably not for Henry. I think Henry has to pit again. Hugo Robles pitting from 10th.
Getting a wing repair, so that's just horrible for Hugo. There's been a lot of wing damage, I feel like.
Wing damage has been the biggest thing this whole season.
And Anthony Yanis now in the DRS range of Lucas Sarro, so Lucas is just not having the race pace that he was needing. If Lucas can get up to DRS range here soon, this could be good for, not Lucas Sarro, for Anthony Yanis. Anthony Yanis is competing for his second podium of the season. It's been a while since we've seen him get a podium.
First race was the last race he got a podium. And it came in style. He had a 3-second penalty, put 3 seconds on Isaac Escobar in 1 lap, and that's going to be Anthony Yanis up to P2. You know, honestly, one of the worst things about Canada is the entrance to the pit road. When you're following someone as close as as Anthony Yanis was following Lucas Sarro, sometimes you might get confused. As he keeps it straight, you got to remember you got to turn there. It's weird, and it can throw some of the drivers off, so we might see it happen. And Carter Brown completes his first stop. Now. If you're pitting that early, I was probably wrong about it being a 1-stop. It'll probably be a 2-stop.
Yeah, but Isaac's still about to create a 3-second gap between Anthony Yanis, and I believe he's about to do. He has it for now. Can he keep it though? No, not yet. I think he will continue to make that gap.
Anthony Yanis has had a 3-second on Isaac, so if there's one person who can do it, Anthony's done it before. But
he has done it before. We have talked about that in Melbourne when that happened, where we said the race looked like it was over, and Anthony came back and did it.
It looked like he wasn't
even
going to get a podium. I don't know if Anthony Yanis
has had a race win yet.
Never in his career has he got a race win, but he has a podium. First podium came with Aston Martin, second with Ferrari. He has 2 career podiums, I believe. Maybe 3 if I'm wrong.
And Lucas Sarro goes for the overtake on Brennan Daniel here, and he gets it by pretty smoothly thanks to the DRS. He squeezes by. A lot of penalties here, though. Ooh, and there's a little bit of collision right there. I mean, it's clean, though. I mean, no damage, no car damage there.
Honestly, you got to be lucky because that's the worst turn of all time to go side by side, and we still got it between the Racing Bulls and the Red Bull, and Lucas Sarro is going to get the best of Brennan Daniel.
keep it clean. Henry at P8 right now. Jackson Reed not too far behind. It's Josh Weekly's all by himself. Kind of a lot of distance between everyone. Not a lot of battles going on. You got PC kind of up there with Morgan Wilbanks, who's both Mercedes are P10 and P11. They might be able to walk out with 1 point here today.
There's still a long race to go, and you know, honestly, we can see a lot. But also, we're already starting to see where it kind of looks like we're going to see lap cars come into play here. Also, if Lucas Sorrow and Brennan Daniel keep fighting how they're fighting, Carter Brown will get to them.
Now, this guy Carter Nova is a little bit scary to go against, so I think Isaac's hoping that maybe he can get in front of this lapped car before having to deal with it.
And he does. Going a lap down 13 laps into the race is never, ever going to be something you like. And I can't help, this is weird. Isaac's being forced to fight the Ferrari. He's going to go off track. The Sauber trying to fight Isaac Escobar and dive bombing Isaac Escobar.
Whoa.
3-second time penalty and contact. Oh my God, that's going to be a penalty for the Sauber. No, Isaac's fine. That was just rear damage. But that right there, the league is not going to like how he tried to race the lead lap.
Hold on.
So he'll go down a lap and probably stay down, especially since he spun out there. Now he has wing damage, so probably looking at going down 2 laps now. I don't know if we're gonna see that guy in the league after this race. He's caused a lot of problems. It might be like over exaggerating saying he wouldn't be here. Maybe just a severe penalty. I have no clue, but either way, something's coming his way after this race. And Aston Martin making the second stop to mediums. Hugo Robbles getting another front wing replaced. This one's gonna cost him more than just a lot of time. Almost a lap down, but he's lucky. The leader, Isaac Escobar, pitting. Flex Mex Anthony Yanis getting a penalty is gonna hurt him bad. I don't know what he got a penalty for. He stays out as well. And there's Aston Martin, who's a lap down, trying to race Anthony Yanis. This one could also be a penalty.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful thing. He is out of this league now. Carter Nova is out of here. I mean, that was just unacceptable by every way possible. I mean, but this is great. I saw the 3 seconds coming in for everyone, so this is...
Yeah.
Sorry about this.
So Carter Nova's out of the league. I mean, I honestly, he really pulled a Max Vergoon in there and just really tried to wreck Isaac Escobar. No, I wouldn't say tried to wreck, but, you know, overly aggressive. You're a lap down. We're also seeing it from the Aston Martin, although less aggressive. The Aston Martin is trying to get to Anthony Yanis and potentially to the race lead. Now, Anthony Yanis has tried to keep it out as much as he can. I'm wondering, will we see him pit? And yes, we will. Anthony needs a fast stop here.
I gotta be right back again.
Alright. And that was a pretty good stop by Anthony Yanis. He's gonna come out behind Isaac. I don't know if it was a good stop at that point, because he did lose quite a bit. He lost to 2 drivers now, so not the fastest stop, but he's back in the fight against an Aston Martin now. And Anthony, it might be because he's trying to get those tires up to temperature, but not too quick. Here we go for defending champion Henry Becerra. He's got pressure from the Aston Martin and the Ferrari too. And there we go. We're seeing the overtake try to happen. Can he get in there? Henry's holding him off kind of well, but not anymore. And he's going to get the DRS, and Henry's going to have nothing. Both drivers are going to try to get around Henry there. And Henry's going to go down one position, maybe not the other. Yes. Oh, and Henry gets loose there. Contact between him and Anthony Honest. He's not going to be happy about that one. He's struggling a lot. Again, really not the race pace that Henry wants. Not even the race pace. He's just not having his way today. So that's going to cost him quite a bit as well. Down to 7th now.
Did you see Henry spin?
Yeah. Anthony hit him a little bit there. I don't know if that'll be a penalty for Anthony, but just making Henry's day worse for sure. I don't think it was intentional. I think Anthony was just trying to get around him, but yeah, didn't help there.
Oh.
And here we go. Anthony's going to try and dive in on the Aston Martin. Contact. Aston Martin off track. That's now 2 collisions Anthony has caused. He is definitely going to have a penalty coming his way after this race. I don't blame him. I think he's driving overly aggressive. Actually, I did talk to him, and he did say he was going to be more aggressive this week. And he definitely has
Maybe a little bit overly aggressive. I mean, pretty much everyone in the top 6, besides Lucas, has a penalty, and Henry goes into the pit. Now he's going to change out to a wing. Hopefully get his wing here. And here's Kimi Alley again in the front of it. I mean, a little bit of a...
I'm trying to probably go to hards here if I was Henry, or he's going to go to mediums. I don't know if mediums are lasting that long, so I'm guessing he's going to be on a 3-stop all because of that wing damage. It really did mess up what could have been a really good race for Henry. But now he's out of the points. Still a long race to go, and he's still got time to catch back up and get back in the points. But right now, that's going to mean that Brennan Daniels is the only one who's able to score points so far for Red Bull, but there's still time for Henry to get back up into the top 10.
Do we want Josh Sanchez to get interviewed to talk about his collision that caused him to DNF?
Yeah, I would like to hear, his side of the story. He's out of the race. It would make sense.
Alright. Both Ferraris are
Meanwhile, we're going to see another battle between Lucas Sorrow and Brennan Daniels. Brennan Daniels has the DRS here, and he's got the speed. They're going to go side by side into turn 1. Okay.
I think if you're Isaac, you want to stay back and just watch this go down. I think if you're Isaac, you don't want to be involved right now. Kind of just let these go through. Brennan's got a 10-second, so I wouldn't really worry about
Brennan. Your best bet is to let them wreck, But I don't think they're going to wreck.
Yeah.
These guys are good racers, and I mean, they prove it every race. And this battle is just beginning as we got Josh Sanchez in here. Josh, you got wrecked there on the first lap. Rear wing damage. What happened?
I tried to go for a pass, and then I didn't see Isaac that was on the other side of Henry. Henry didn't have room, so half of my car was on the grass. I couldn't really control it. I tried to brake, but since one half is on grass, one half is on.
Coming off of
can't really do anything.
You came off of a win, and now you have a DRS here, or a DNF. I mean, next week you really gotta do good. How are you gonna make the comeback?
I'm gonna try to focus on the next tracks, see what I can do better, see if I can get good times, beat some people's times on time trials, but overall, just try to do better.
it's also not good for you because you had the lead. I mean, you're not going to lose it by a lot, but most likely you will lose it here. So these next few races are going to really matter.
Currently, I'm hoping on Isaac to do something. You know, get the lead and make sure Lucas Sarr doesn't get first.
So Isaac's looking pretty quick right now. He just needs to kind of wait for these two to pit. Brennan's got a 10 seconds, so he won't have to worry about Brennan here soon. It's just going to be Lucas. This is only going to be his only battle here. You have the Ferraris P4 and P5. So, Josh, you had a great qualifying too. Where would you qualify again?
I didn't qualify that good. I only had P5.
Still decent though, and then you just spawned, and that was just unfortunate. Nothing you could have really done about it.
I tried to see if I could do something.
Henry Becerra's caught up to the Williams, trying to find P10 here and get back into the points. He's gonna have DRS to help him out as well. Can he get the pass done?
Ooh. What is he doing?
And not
Josh Butler, the other Aston Martin.
Josh, I don't really have any more questions, so thank you for coming in, and good luck next week, man.
Alright. See.
Really unfortunate for Josh to, you know, have things like that happen, but it happens, and it's really gonna make him struggle here in this championship. But you know, if there's one guy who can probably make the comeback, it would be Josh Sanchez.
Yeah, and Anthony Yana's kind of still in this P5 spot, not really able to gain any distance, but he's not losing any time. And here's Henry making
Henry
the
up
overtake.
to P9 there,
P9.
yes. You love to see it by Henry, up to 2 points now, but he's still got a long way to go. And what, we have like 14, 13 more laps to go, so there's time for Henry to make positions, but everybody needs to remember, Henry no doubt needs one more stop.
And I think there's actually more people on this grid with penalties than not. The only people without penalties are Lucas, Kimmy, Henry, Devin, and Hugo, and the other Alpine driver.
PC making a pit stop. That's going to put Henry up to P8, and 14 laps on the hard
PC,
tires.
that's probably going to be on.
Pretty good.
Hold on.
I'm trying to see where we go now. I guess we'll be up here because Isaac Escobar was creeping up to second. He was in a battle with Brennan Daniels, and things didn't really end well for him, but here he goes for the position. Can Isaac Escobar get up there?
Sorry about that, I thought I was getting ringed into the call. Isaac gets by Harper, Brennan, didn't expect that, so now Isaac
I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out right there. I didn't even see the overtake and I was spectating him. What the heck? Okay, so that happened, I guess. So now Isaac's got his eyes locked on Lucas Sarro, and he's gonna have help from DRS here on this straightaway as well. What can Isaac Escobar do with it? I don't think there's a chance to get around him here, but definitely try and close some of the gap. He'll have it on the straightaway as well, but a weaker version of the DRS, so this is going to matter a lot. And I think Isaac did everything perfectly there, but it's just not going to be enough, maybe? Yeah, it's not going to be enough. But Isaac's still in this fight, and so is Brennan Daniels. And the Sauber's gonna let everybody by, but that's the AI.
Ooh. Yeah. That is not the real person.
Real
Here's
person
Isaac's
probably would have
trying
tried to
find an
race
opening
them.
to get it. Yeah. What was going on? And then two Ferraris also about to come with the kick. I believe a Ferrari might be able to bring it home today as a podium, but I mean, there's still 10 laps to go. They're gonna have to more than likely pit again. I don't see any of them really lasting on their tires, so
Yeah.
Isaac's just gonna have to.
I don't think Isaac's lasting that much on 10 on. He's already got 10 laps on the tires. We haven't even seen anyone go past 14 on hard tires, which tells you that Isaac has got really chalk tires, and his pit window has to open soon. And I know nobody, when you're in a championship fight like this, wants it to happen. And there we go. This will be his last stop, unless wing damage and he needs to. But I don't know what he's gonna go to. Soft, maybe?
Mainly his. Oh, and there's Carter Brown also going in. So mainly his only worry now will be, in my opinion, the only person he has to really worry about is Lucas Saul, and to be able to create that 3-second gap too, he's got to cut back up there.
However,
the 3-second gap.
Preston, he was right behind Lucas Sorrow there. He's gonna come out quite far behind Lucas Sorrow now that you think about it, because if you saw his stop, it was kind of slow, and Lucas Sorrow getting a fast stop is really gonna help him out. But Anthony Giannis back up into the top 3.
And he's gonna go against this kick, but the kick's just an AI, so to let him squeeze by.
Now, I think the biggest thing is Anthony Giannis being 9 seconds off the leaders.
Now, the one thing nice though about Isaac is I think knows everyone in front of him will have to pit, so he would. Oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere. Oh, and it's Jackson Reed spinning out. Oh, Jackson Reed spins out. And here's the two rivals pretty much. Hugo and Joshua Weekly both pitting at the same time.
And Brennan Daniels stays out. Lucas Sorrow in. A good stop will help him out here. Lucas Sorrow is going to bring it on in. Once again, he needs a good stop. And that's exactly what he needs to keep Isaac Escobar behind him. Maybe not. Maybe not. Can Isaac get there in time? Isaac's got a chance, and boom, Isaac's gonna get around it, but not for sure yet. He's got to get around that one corner.
No, and he squeezes by barely, though. It's not a lot, though.
Not a big gap at all. You're right, and that is gonna help him out. Bench back marker. This Alpine's gonna slow Isaac down a lot, and not moving out of the way did not help Isaac.
What a tragedy right there for Isaac, not being able to get by. I mean, if everything could go wrong, they're going wrong for Isaac.
Meanwhile, Brennan Daniel still has the lead. 17 lap old tires. He is definitely pitting this time by. I don't think he can last any longer, and there's no way he's gonna try and keep it out for what, 6 more or 5 more laps now. 5 to go. No, 10 to go. My bad. So yeah, he's not gonna.
Hugo Robles.
He's gonna stay out.
Hold Isaac down. That was Hugo Robles that held Isaac down, which is just.
I don't think Hugo wanted to. I think it was just a really bad place for Isaac to try and pass, and I think it was just unlucky. Yeah, that's a really tight corner, and he tried to get out of the way as soon as he could. But I think because of the racing line, you want to be as close to the wall as you can coming out of this corner, and so Hugo tried to stay high, but Isaac tried to go around him high. So it was just a big misinterpretation if you really think about it. But we've seen Isaac.
No, it might be Lucas's race.
Unless
Lucas has an error here.
It's gonna take a big error for Isaac to win this one. Honestly, not only does he have to get around Lucas Sorrow, but he's got to get that 3 seconds on Lucas Sorrow. So it's gonna be hard. Brennan Daniel trying to time his strategy. I think. Is there a chance? Is there a world, I guess, where Brennan Daniel stays out until the end, because he does got that 10-second penalty, which could be why he's staying out.
Don't think his tires really last well. He's already losing a second to Lucas and Isaac, so I just don't really think it's gonna make it his way for him. So
I think it's the strategy he's going for, and in what 1-2 laps, Lucas Sorrow will be within 10 seconds, which is all Lucas needs to try and win this race. But he's going for pushing 20-lap old tires here. Be on the lookout for spinning out, maybe. It could happen. Meanwhile,
Isaac's pushing doing the Lewis Hamilton strategy like you talked about. Oh, and here's Anthony Yarnes with an overtake.
but before, and Anthony's kind of in within. He's 4 seconds off Isaac, way closer than he was. 4 seconds off of a podium, if you really put it that way.
And here's Henry going into his last pit.
Henry Becerra pitting, yep. A good stop here, and just praying that he can stay in the points.
Oh, Sauce. He knows he has to be quick here. Sauce aren't a bad idea, and he's known for tire management, so it's not the worst predicament he's going to be in.
Best part is he can push it all the way to the end. There's enough time, and I don't think tire management will come into play. And because of the really amazing pit strategy or pit stop, he's going to come out P10. So 1 point he's looking at right now, but he is barely behind the Mercedes. And honestly, if there's one guy who can catch him, it would be Henry. So maybe 2 points for Henry, but it's going to be weird to see. Now, Brendan Daniels has the lead, but technically, if the race were to end right now, he would not win. So, he's trying his hardest here.
And Isaac is just praying for any sort of... And Isaac's just praying for any sort of error from Lucas.
It'll be 6 to go at the line, and that means that, yeah, Isaac's pretty much in a really bad spot now, especially since now look at Lucas Sarr, he's pulling away from Isaac.
Yeah, but I mean, as Isaac, I know the Alpine kind of messed you up. You had a few incidents to kick and stuff, but if you still finish P2, it's just, I don't know if you can be mad about it. P2's still great.
Also, we know that Brendan Daniels is not finishing this race on these tires. If he pits, that's a podium for Carter Brown, as it stands. Or a potential podium for the Aston Martin. And as it stands, it's hard to say Aston Martin will have the lead in constructors because of where Mercedes is. P7, P9. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Brendan Daniels staying out again. Lap 30, 6 laps to go. There's no way he can make it 6 laps, but that would mean that most likely he'd get a podium. But
yeah, I think that is his goal, is just try to stay out. But he's losing lap time so much.
I think Lucas Sarro's going to get to him before there.
There's the Aston Martin going on, and Carter Brown kind of dive bombed in on that turn. Oh. I mean, Isaac's starting to Isaac digs in at this spot, but I tell you that Lucas just keeps him out of that DRS range, which is, I mean, what Lucas wants. And if you're Isaac, you just either have to pray for him to also get a 3 second, or just something. I mean, you just gotta hope for a lot of things. Henry's staying at that P10 spot, but he can maybe make an overtake on this move against Morgan Wilbanks, who Henry has kept it clean for himself. He hasn't gotten any penalties. There's Kimi Alley getting a penalty right there.
And Hugo Robles, man, he's struggling to find pace in that Alpine. He's so far back. He's just going to let the Mercedes by, who's a lap ahead. Really good job by Hugo Robles there. But just so far away from the person who took his seat. And I really feel like today was all about revenge. Just couldn't get it, and he has wing damage as well. So, man, really, really bad day for Hugo Robles. Probably worst career finish right there. Not the first race he would hope for.
He's not looking at this with probably being happy about it. Lewis Henry still not being able to make a move after going to them stops, but he might be able to here. And just, I think it's going to be a Lucas win here, but it's a great sign by V-Carb. I mean,
good
Isaac.
Position make by I hear something happen there. Oh, that's Coco pitting. So Henry up to P9 now, but Brendan Daniels, at this rate, won't even win the race. Like, he won't even take the checkered flag first.
No, this isn't good, but I think he knows he's just kind of screwed either way.
Yeah,
and
but now as it stands, he's not even going to get a podium. He'd fall back to probably 6th, maybe.
And yeah, I don't think it's really going to be too good for him, but I mean, can't blame him. If you go into the pits now, it's kind of just like, be so far behind. I think he knows he'll make it, I'm guessing.
It was risky. I understand why he did it.
Flags.
I'm confident Lucas will get the circuit. that or we're about to
play
see Brennan
defense
Daniels
on
have
Lucas.
really good. Yeah, it's gonna come down to that.
And then it
But
could catch
even
up
then,
Isaac.
why
That
would
could
you
make Isaac catch up.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he's gonna block because it is his sister teammate that he would be blocking, and he's already gonna lose as it stands, right? Like even if he, I don't think so. Defense would only be good if you actually had a chance at winning, and
Oh,
he
and there's
doesn't.
Aston Martin getting a 3-second.
So here comes
Oh,
Lucas
they're
Sorrow
both-
to grab the lead the way he wanted to grab it, so he can take the checker flag first, and he does. And Isaac Escobar, at this rate, will get a P2 finish. And would this be
Which, I mean,
Lucas
if you're
Sorrow's
Isaac,
career
where did he start?
P4, I think.
P5. He started P5, which, I mean, that's your
Josh
Isaac
started P5,
starting
I think?
P5. Josh started P6. Because he's
So,
currently,
you're
if you look
right,
at the
yeah.
position change. But, I mean, if you're Isaac, getting the P2 here, I mean, it's great. I mean, yeah, you wish you could have maybe got the win, but you got to look at it and just be happy. You came out, you did good.
It's his best track, but I think he just really struggled in a lot of ways that weren't really his fault. So, at the way he's going, once again, it'll be a P2 finish, so that's not too bad. Another podium for Isaac Escobar. I think he'll be happy with that. But I think at the same time, he'll know he had so much more in him, but just really couldn't prove it. And with his teammate DNFing so much earlier, he's the only one that can get points from McLaren. And he's doing it in fashion. Look at the pass for P2 on Brennan Daniel. And just kind of fly away with
Definitely a day to
it.
remember for. Definitely another day
Now,
to remember for Red Bull.
Carter Brown is 6 seconds off Brennan Daniels, which is enough to seal P3. But
Oh, and Joshua Weekly just got a.
this has been a wild race, Preston. Very unexpected in a lot of ways. This will be his first ever career win, if I'm not mistaken. If Lucas Sarra wins here today.
Which, I mean, it's great. I mean, he had a great weekend then. I mean, it's Grand Slam. You get pole and you win the race. And there's Joshua Weekly. You can't blame him for retiring, but that will mean Hugo did technically finish better than him.
Yep, because he'll take the checkered flag next time by, and now it's all about holding on. And because he is going to be held up by traffic here a little bit, I mean, obviously you have to let him by. Oh!
Ooh, and that almost could have messed him up. Ooh, and I mean, that was great reflexes though from
really
Lucas.
bad place to let him by, honestly, but I think Hugo's
Should've
kind
probably
of
swung the grass.
scared. Yeah, I think Hugo's scared, kind of. I think Hugo's like, I don't know where to let him by, so he's kind of just trying to do it, and it was risky. And that's not what Lucas Sarra was hoping for. Isaac Escobar is going to get the better pass, maybe? No, Hugo's not even going to let him by there.
He does there, and that was pretty good, smooth one. Good smooth one. Lets him get by, and now he's gonna have to let pretty much Brennan get by here soon. And Carter Brown, this could be Carter Brown's first podium of the season, unless Anthony unless Anthony catches up, which
There's
is also
a long way to
possible.
go. White flag, 1 lap remaining in the race for Lucas Sarra. He's just 1 lap away from his first ever win.
And you know this would be excellent for him. You know he'd want it.
And Racing Bull's second ever race win too, because I don't know. Yep, Racing Bull with their second win of the season. So yeah, Anthony's been really good about it's the last lap, now or never. And he dropped it from a 2-second gap to a 0.8-second gap. Can Anthony Giannis pass his teammate on the last lap?
I don't know who wants it more. They might fight it out here.
Anthony's got a podium, Carter doesn't. If I was Carter, I'd think about that and just how bad I want to, match my teammate. I want to get a podium. That'll give Anthony Giannis a P4 finish. That's going to be his second best finish of the season.
Oh my gosh, and Anthony might be able to catch up here.
Coming to the final
Anthony will
few
have one more
corners.
DRS.
I don't know who to watch here. If
Oh my
I watch
gosh.
the race winner, Anthony's going to go around. Is he going to get it? He's going to get DRS here. It's not going to matter. Can he do it? Well, we say all that. Lucas Sarra is a race winner. He gets it done at Kansas in fashion. Lucas Sarra wins. Isaac Escobar
Anthony's gonna let him
second.
win it.
And Anthony Giannis is going to let his teammate go for it for P3. Anthony Giannis will come on P4. Carter Brown gets his first ever podium. And not a bad day for Brandon Daniels because he is going to finish the race P5. That is your Canadian Grand Prix. Now, Henry Becerra trying to get around there, just secure his 3 points. And he'll do that.
What a race for Lucas.
Finishing in the top 10, man. He's really struggling, but he stays in the top 10 again. So really good for yeah, what a race, man. That was crazy, really crazy ending. But it's over, and we'll probably be happy about that one. Well, that's what a race it was, and Carter Brown on the podium.
Oh, I fucking shit.
And
that was
eventful
race. All right.
Eventful race. That's gonna do it for the Canadian Grand Prix.